Assalamualaikum students. Alright, now we are going to look at what is Muet all about. Alright, you have to know that Muet stands for Malaysian University English Test. Okay, this test is meant for all students who wish to further their studies in the tertiary level at the university level, whereby this is a compulsory paper. It is mandatory for all students to sit for this paper, and then you have and it depends on the university itself on what band that you should score in order to get the degree. Alright, so this year round we are now starting with the latest format of Muet with the CIFR, okay, using the CIFR level. Alright, we normally there will be 3 sessions of Muet in a year. However, for secondary schools like us, Form 6 students in schools normally will be sitting for the Muet session, which will be held in July. But now, since we are within the pandemic, there are a kind of postponement. So for this year, we are not going to sit for second session in July, but it has already been extended to October for this year. Alright, now let's go to what do we have for Muet. There will be 4 components that you have to learn, to study, and there will be a separate examinations for both. Alright, I mean same examination, different tests. The components is combined in one round, but there are 4 components. Okay, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Maximum score for each component is 90, so aggregated score is 360 marks. Alright, so that is one thing you have to know, that you are going to learn in separation, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, 4 components altogether. Okay, and then students, so it is very important that you have to know about the bands. All this while we have up to band 6, alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whereby the best band is band 6. But now for this latest format, we still have 6 bands, but we don't have band 6. We have the highest band is band 5 plus. Okay, so there will be 3 categories of students' achievement. Alright, if before this we see the lowest student will get band 1 or band 2, but this time around they are giving us band 1.0, 2.0, 2.5, whereby you are considered as a basic student. A basic candidate will score this up to 1 mark, up to 122. Okay, so there will be you will not get band 3 yet. Before this, if you score 140 out of 300 marks, you will get band 3. But this time around, 1 mark up to 122, that is band 2.5. And then the second category is independent candidate. Alright, you will get band 2.5, 3.0, 3.5, 4.0, 4.5. Okay, the range of mark will begin from 123 up to 293. That is high band for independent, band 4.5. Okay, and then the best category would be proficient category. Okay, the mark that you are going to score is 294 up to maximum of 360 marks. So that is band 5.0 and band 5 plus. Okay. Okay, now let's look at the first component, that is listening. Alright, the listening test comprises of 5 parts, which include 7 listening texts with a total of 30 questions. Alright, maximum score is 90, duration 50 minutes, and there will be the number of texts are 7. Okay, there will be dialogue part 1, part 4 and part 5, and monologue part 2 and part 3. Okay, possible genres: conversations, interviews, discussions, talks, briefings, lectures, announcements, advertisements, instructions, news items, documentaries and meetings. Okay, and possible question types are 3 option multiple choice questions and 5 option multiple matching question. Okay. For listening, we will be doing the practices in the classroom. We will do this with me. We have the question set and we will work this out using recorded materials, and then you are going to listen to this and we are going to practice as if we are doing the real listening examination, listening task. Okay, thank you. Okay, now the second component is speaking. Okay, normally students will score the most marks from the speaking component. Okay, speaking is paper 2 of the Muet. It aims to test the ability of candidates to perform the following tasks. Alright, to give an oral presentation of ideas individually and to interact in a small discussion group in both formal and less formal academic contexts. Alright, there will be 90 marks, maximum score is 90 marks, that 90 marks, and then duration 30 minutes. Okay. The most important one is we have to understand the format. Alright, there will be 2 presentations. Okay, part 1 individual presentation and part 2 group discussion. Okay, part 1 and part 2 are thematically linked. Alright, time allocation. Part 1, preparation 2 minutes, presentation 2 minutes. Part 2, your group discussion, preparation 3 minutes and discussion 8 to 12 minutes, totaling up to 30 minutes. Okay, so that is for speaking. So everybody, you have to start trying to soften your tongue by practicing speaking in English. Make English is your first spoken language. Even if Bahasa Melayu is your mother tongue, but you have to try to practice that as if our first spoken language is English, so that you will be familiar, you will be more confident. Eventually, day by day, you feel that it's something very common to be speaking in English, to listen to people talking in English. All right, thank you. That is for speaking. Okay, now let's go on with the reading. Paper 3 of the Muet is reading. Okay, it aims to test the ability of candidates to understand reading text in tertiary education context. Okay, the length of text used ranged from 100 words to 900 words. Alright, my experience all this while, I think reading is the most difficult one. But don't worry, because of this new format, I think it will help us more. Because the level of difficulty now is it is not same from question 1 to 50 anymore like before, and the level of difficulty is different. Okay, they will increase the level of difficulty from text to text. All right, so that it will be greater chances for students to score the early part of the question. Alright, because the level of difficulty will gradually become more difficult from section 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 until the end of the last question. Okay, so Maximum score also 90. Number of text 10. Duration 75 minutes and 1 hour and 15 minutes. And level of complexity, content and language. Text length 100 to 900 words. Okay. Number of questions 40. Okay, possible question types 3 option multiple matching questions. Okay, this one you can read later. Alright, but the most important one is I want to remind all students that reading is not a killing, it's not the killer part, but we have to practice reading and try to learn how to identify the answers by locating possible area of answers. You have to know the relation between question and the text, so that it will help you to identify, to scan where is the answer. Okay. Alright, that is for reading. Last one, we have to look at 800/4, that is writing. Writing is paper 4 of the Muet. It aims to test the ability of candidates to communicate in writing in tertiary education context in both formal and less formal writing genres. Okay, maximum score same 90, duration 75 minutes, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Number of tasks. Alright, now for this latest format, for task 1 you are going to write letter or email. Alright, no more report writing, which is, I think this is much more easier. Data analysis report writing is tough, but this one is lighter. I'm happy for that. And task 2, essay. Essay, it could be discursive, argumentative, or a problem solution. So the task format, task 1, guided writing, at least 100 words, whereby you are going to respond to a letter or email, whether you are going to produce a letter or replying email. And then extended writing. So this one is where you have to really understand what is the question asking you, and it's very important that students must be able to exactly responding to what is the question asking you. It has to meet the requirement of what is the question asking you to respond. Sometimes students tend to digress, which make it very risky for you to get off tangent, and then the tendency for you to get very low mark is high. Okay, so it's very important you read carefully and understand what is the question exactly asking you. Alright, that is for writing. And then, alright, so I think that is all until we meet again in the classroom, and then you will understand more and more as we are together in the classroom. Alright, I hope that our Muet class will be an interesting one. Then I hope that everybody is looking forward to see me and to explore what is Muet all about. I hope that everybody will be in the independent and proficient category. Good luck. Thank you.